Why is oh, Twitch connected? Okay. Trying to see what's So YouTube made a new I'm like looking right now at the YouTube stream. YouTube made a new feature where essentially you can have two streams running at the same time, which is pretty cool. And one of them can be like a vertical stream, another can be horizontal. But one is like a phone YouTube Shorts kind of stream, right? I don't know if they implemented it only recently or like it always been there, and I just didn't notice. But like the UI changed around it, so I think they changed this stuff around. But now I'm like checking out how this feature looks. Okay. Interesting. I mean, it doesn't look so bad. Just does kind of look terrible. Like it's not an ideal system, I think. Did I double check it? Okay, so it's not an ideal system because, for example, I can't change where the vertical stream is. I fixed that a little bit. So like in the previous stream, I just unveiled the skin, and then I forgot that. Well, I didn't figure out that apparently the mouse didn't move, but now mouse moves. Fuck. Terrible start, by the way. The mouse moves, and I also made like a quirky little side piece for it, where I was just testing out if I can make like a mustache. I can. They look kind of goofy because I selected the same type of the same thing as my hair. Like I just took like a piece of my hair and like made it into a stash, but I could probably make it a little bit better for the future. Right now it looks kind of like the mustache from a SpongeBob movie, where it's like two pieces of seaweed. Oh wow. Huh. Usually that's not how it works. I thought that they had like a shared health bar, because whenever I killed one, it would take me like a while to kill another one. So I was like, oh, well they clearly are like health bar linked, and like when you get to the half of it, one of them dies. But no. Because one of them just died. Because one of them died, and another is just went out immediately right after him. Okay, that's good enough. Also, I completely did not practice since 2 weeks ago. So like 2 weeks ago. Last week I did not have a stream because I was like very tired and I was sleepy. And I did not play this at all. A week before that I played it. But I had absolutely not practiced between the last stream we had of Hollow Knight, Pantheon 5, and now. There was like no practice at all. Subject. Fuck. Good. Come on. Nope. Sure, sure, my guy, whatever you want. I watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia recently. Hey, it's a good show, 10 out of 10. Like every time I watch it, I go like, damn, good show. But as I was watching it, they mentioned P Diddy Party, and I was like, oh no, not the Diddy Party. Not the Diddler Party. No, I mean P. Diddler Kids. I mean, at the time, I don't know how much was known about the Diddy parties. But like, I mean, I know that for a while in US it was kind of seen as like the example of the crazy party, you know, like anything can happen style party. We just didn't know. Well, we is like, who's we? But like, no, but we in the sense that like, I honestly did not know who P. Diddy was at all. Like, I had no idea. Because I'm not very good with celebrities in general. But in general, the public didn't know that it wasn't simply the crazy party where anything can happen. It's a crazy party where anything can happen. And I actually kind of want to watch the documentary that 50 Cent did. Is it 50 Cent? Am I crazy? Pretty sure it's 50 Cent. Pretty sure it's 50 Cent who did like a party. Who did like a documentary about P. Diddy called Did It Do It? And I wanna watch it. To just know. Because as far as I've heard, it was so long in the making. He has P. Diddy essentially testify against himself in that fucking documentary. As far as I've heard, you can literally see P. Diddy going like, yeah, girls, young, old, we drugs them, like, I don't know how true that is, but like, I wanna see. Okay. He was just kind of like stuck there for a little bit. I mean, I guess he's like a generational hater. He's like honestly, I don't have the hate in me for anybody to make a fucking documentary on all the crimes they committed. That's like crazy. Like, you just see me in court snitching, that's all. Like, like if I knew about the crime somebody committed, you would just see me like in court like, it's him, your honor. That's all you would see. But like the idea that like I make a full motherfucking documentary. I hate Hassan Piker. I'm not strong enough to make a fucking documentary about him. Like, and this is when he shocked his dog. Like, what the fuck are you expecting from me? I also remember there is a clip where I don't know who it is. Emeru? I don't remember who it is. Emeru and Hassan Piker are sitting there and being like fucking therapists or whatever to like viewers. So like a viewer would call in and be like, hey Hassan, my husband cheated on me. And then fucking Hassan has to tell you fucking advice. Bro, like, you'd find me dead before you'd find me asking Hassan Piker for fucking advice. It's crazy. Why would you go on a fucking YouTuber's show where you... That's by the way not a fake story. The way I found out is I saw a clip of just them like talking to a woman whose like husband cheated on her, and they like crack a joke or whatever, and I'm like, this is who you asking for advice, dog. Like, get help. Get like an actual help, not Hassan Piker. What the fuck is wrong with you? If you're honestly, if you're asking a YouTuber for advice in your marriage, you might have more problems than just the marriage. You might have problems mentally that you need to solve by going to an actual licensed psychologist. Also, the jokes that they were cracking is like, honestly, like you're in your 30s or whatever, and I don't know how old they are, like 40, whatever. Like you gotta make better jokes. Alright, there is a healing section right after this. Those corners. I always look at this guy and think Sherma. Sherma. Hey, to be fair, he does like do the song, right? He does the song and like they harmonize with the and the principle behind these guys that they harmonize with higher beings through like kind of song, I guess. Right? They do like thing and they harmonize with higher beings. Fuck. You see, if this was Silksong, I would be already losing my mind from that one attack. From that one touch, I would be like, fuck, I'm dying. Please, somebody help. Help me, please. What's up, dude?
Yes.
Get out. Okay.
Bam. Bene.
Ben. Hey, that's Hornet's girlfriend. Boyfriend. And then I get confused. Dumb bitch. Starting off strong. Come back here. Come here, collector. There's, by the way, a horror movie. Where the main, like the horror monster is actually called Collector. It's, I don't know what the name is, but the shot is actually very cool. It has like a very cool shot in it, where essentially like he like does like traps and shit, and as like one of the traps activates, they do like a shot of it like activating it in like a club. It's very cool. Looks very cool. Also, I guess this is like the argument against the fact that the void needs a shell to exist, right? Like Collector doesn't have a shell, just pure void thing. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Also, then there is like the shades that is left by night after death, right? Like that exists without a shell. It's just a pure void thing. Oh fuck. That one wasn't good. Fuck. No, there again, like I'm saying that I watched Always Sunny in Philadelphia episodes recently, like couple of episodes. They're pretty good. I'm just thinking in terms of like I really should be like watching full movies, because there is like couple of movies that like every time like I encounter a movie while scrolling through YouTube Shorts, I screenshot it and save it for like later, and go like later I'll watch it, and later never arrives, and I have like dozens of screenshots of just movies. Come on. Oh. We're not in a good health super. Okay, good, nice. Fuck. Shit. Oh yeah, we were like medium position. Yeah, this is. Wait, aren't I supposed to fight Sly right after this guy? Ooh, this is gonna suck. Fuck. God damn it. Ooh. Now that was sexy. Oop. Fuck. Fuck. Goddamn you. Okay. Hopefully we can manage Slime. It's been 20 minutes. We haven't died once, but it's been 20 minutes of just pure fucking combat. That's why Pantheon 5 is such bullshit. What do you mean it's been 20 minutes since I started fighting and I'm still... And I'm like not even halfway through. Fuck. Honestly, her like, I think her parry is the only one that's like weaker when we meet her here versus when we play her, because her parry is actually pretty good. Well, if you land it, super. Not like a parry when she does her like guard thing. There's like a guard thing that like she can like essentially parry your attack. And like in Hollow Knight regular, it's pretty weak. But in Hollow Knight Silksong, after you acquire it from the sister of the Lace, I was gonna say that after you acquire it from the sister of the Lace, you the strength of it is pretty good actually, because like if you manage to block and attack properly, she does like a multiple stacks of damage against an enemy versus just one swing. Not much. I mean, number one, the way I've been dodging some of these, like that was like a millimeter clear. That's some like pixel size dodge. Number two, honestly, I fucking hate those guys the most, because the harder parkour is definitely like more annoying. Holy shit, that was easy. That was so fucking easy. That was unbelievable. Fuck. Sorry about that. Okay, hold up. I want to kind of heal up a little bit. Just a little bit. If I remember, there is which is gonna be, yep. Hey dude, what up? Still can't reach the mom. We're calling my mom on the phone, she doesn't answer. But you know which, I woke up very late. And I was like, I can't call my parents right now. But I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow, probably after I'm gonna grab some groceries from the store. Honestly, it's being dark at 5 o'clock. It's just such a... Like, I don't dislike winter overall. Snow is pleasant. I don't mind cold when I don't... When, like, my arthritis doesn't hurt me. I don't mind the cold when arthritis doesn't hurt. But the sundown by 5 o'clock is like unforgivable. Like that shit's a crime. I don't know who to charge it with. God, I guess. I'm gonna give I'm gonna give God an arrest warrant. Because this motherfucker puts sun down at 5 o'clock when it's winter. I do appreciate long summer days, but it's too hot. Like it's easier to heat yourself up than it is to cool yourself down. In fact, that comes with the territory of being warm-blooded. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Honestly, I am glad that not the fucking Zota. I'm not ready for his glory. Fuck. He tripped me up. Unbelievable. I just couldn't beat Zota. Zota... You know, Zota is never meant to beat her. That's actually was the final boss of Hollow Knight. You thought it was Absolute Radiance? No, Absolute Zota is what it's all about. Absolute Zota is unbeatable. Unmatched. Honestly, nobody ever gotten past Zota. That's the beauty of Zota. Also, how long did it take me to get to Zota? 37 minutes, holy fuck. Come on. Holy shit. Damn. Just continuous damage over and over again. Just running through, my goodness. We'll be at Zota in no time. We'll be at Zota's house in like 5 minutes. Fuck. I knew I was gonna get damaged as soon as I turned anywhere. Shaw. Dude, she doesn't scream get good often actually. When does she scream get good? Where is her iconic get good scream? Because I don't remember. I remember hearing it at one point in time. I don't remember where. But she mostly screamed Shaw. Not Shaw. Fuck. Come on, Dunk Defender, don't make it more difficult than it has to be. Holy shit, we managed to. Oh, whoa. Whoa. Unbelievable. I love this glitch where if you get damaged while they're stunning you, you can essentially get away scot-free. Fuck. Yeah, that's how you know he's not the real guy, because he doesn't stun you while he screams. He's not that guy. He's not built for this. Neither is this guy, to be fair. Honestly, it's hard to believe that they consider this guy part of the Pantheon, I guess. This is one of your gods? You sure? He's starter boss. Yeah, so... Oh, right, we're gonna get healed up anyway.
Spinner, spinner.
Garbage. Ah. Okay, so they can strike upwards. You know, one movie, I've seen a clip of It was the Zodiac movie, and afterwards I got like recommended immediately a video about Zodiac movie, which is, I guess, convenient. But the Zodiac movie. Well, number one, the point was the fact that like the point of the video that got recommended to me afterwards was how they like manufacture your knowledge, because like as like as a viewer, you usually root for a protagonist. That's why like people saw like Scarlet White. Is that her name? Scarlet? No. From Breaking Bad, the blonde woman who was like the wife of the Walter White. I think Scarlet is wrong. Anyway. But people hated her because she wasn't the protagonist. In fact, she was impeding the protagonist the entire show. So people kind of saw her as a nuisance to essentially us having fun. And that's why people hated her. She was an antagonist, even though story-wise she was, relatively speaking, a decent human being. Like, yeah, sometimes she would be like helping out Walter, but like mostly, you know, to not destroy her family. And in the same way, in the Zodiac TV show, in the Zodiac movie, you would have detective protagonists, and you would see everything through their lens. And so the case was essentially kind of like solved for us because we were like, well, we root for the protagonist. Protagonists think that this guy did it. Protagonist can't be wrong. But honestly, objectively speaking, is that like a little bit like disingenuous? Like, I don't know if they like pinned the right guy in the movie, because I remember we had like recently, you know, talking about like, oh, I think we figured out who Zodiac Killer is because of these like because we gotten like so good at like solving crimes now. We can like test his blood from like years ago and figure out it's his. I don't know if that's true actually. I don't remember if like they actually solved the case or if it was again like we solved the case, it was AB positive. But what I do know is that by the end of the movie they essentially have protagonist and one of the suspects look at each other and kind of like give like a knowing look, like he knows that I know that he knows that I know that he's the killer. But the thing is it like not like if you don't know who the killer is it like a little bit disingenuous to make a movie where like you figured out who the killer is? It's like if right after Charlie Kirk's death I made like a movie about Charlie Kirk's death and I was like, and the killer? Donald J. Trump? Unbelievable. Like you understand, right? Like it's like by the end of the movie I can't say that it's Donald J. Trump, but I'm looking at like his portrait and I'm like clutching my fist. I'm like, I know that bastard did it. And then like my busty wife, who's also a gauze girl, goes like, honey, you cannot prove it. And I say, "God damn it, he's guilty." She's like, "You're gonna get yourself killed one day," and I'm like, "It's all for justice." Oh fuck, my fucking eyes right now. Holy shit. As I was thinking about having a busty Gauze girl as a girlfriend, I think there was a tear in my eye for a second. My eyes started watering from the ambition. No, those are not tears in my eyes, that's ambition looking out. That's a dream. That's a dream leaving my body a little bit. Son of a bitch. So yeah, I don't know, like I don't know, I didn't watch the full movie, I only seen the scene where it's like, where the guy essentially goes, fucking he's guilty, and then there's a guy who plays, so like one of them is played by the guy who played Nightcrawler in, like the protagonist in the Nightcrawler. Another one of the detective is played by the guy who played Bruce Banner in, well, the Hulk in Avengers. He also, by the way, he's like not the first time. He often plays in like pretty serious roles. I'm surprised that he plays Bruce Banner. But also, if our Bruce Banner character used to be like way more serious back in the first Avengers. Early on, Bruce Banner like had like the entire monologue of like, I put a bullet in my brain, like I put a bullet in my head. The other guy spit it out. Like that was fucking cool as hell. And now he's just chilling on like a private island, given to him by Tony, I guess.
Bum.
Like when can we get World Breaker Hulk? Probably never. It would be cool if we did. I mean, I would be all for it. Fuck it, you know what? Bring me Maestro. Bring me Maestro from the future. And then like Bruce Banner goes like, oh shit, if I keep my personalities like merged like that, I'm gonna become Maestro. And then bring us World Ender Hulk. Because he separated his consciousness, but now like Hulk is like way more pissed for some reason. I know they stole his cookie or something. I haven't watched a Marvel movie since Endgame. No wait, the Endgame, right? The last one? The last one, like they stopped making them, but like the last Avengers, I guess. It was Avengers Infinity War, and then it was Avengers Endgame. I haven't watched the movie since. I watched the Moon Knight TV show. I liked it decently, but then I was thinking like, I wish they didn't do the... I wish they played a little bit more on whether or not it's all in his head. Because it was like way too much supernatural from the get-go. Like, not simply way too much supernatural. You could have had the antagonist be like mysterious and like you don't know if it's like if he's just fucking crazy or if he's really like a magician. And Mark is also crazy and you don't know if it's like he's crazy or if God is actually talking to him. And in between that you have Mark's girlfriend. You can keep her, but have her be like but have her be like, I don't know if Mark is crazy, but like, I mean, the cult is real, you know? I just don't know if they're like crazy or if like supernatural shit is actually going on. Because Mark seems to be like fighting actual ghosts. Like, I cannot see them, but like, he got like flung on the rooftop, and I don't know if it's like a very impressive acrobatic trick or not. Like, don't do the entire like transformation sequence of like oh, he transforms into a costume. Like, the transformation into a costume is kind of dope, and it was pretty dope in the sense that like you could see like literally, fuck, sorry, I know stitches. You could literally see like transformation between Mark and Steven, because like their costume would change with it. With Steven being like Mr. Knight and Mark being Moon Knight. But big but, the existence of supernatural costume that appears on you as you like summon it. Downplays the like whether or not supernatural shit is real. So like Moon Knight has to be like, you don't know if it's like if he's crazy or not. You cannot have. I want to have, like, in my ideal Moon Knight TV series, the first episode the same, exactly the same. Also, Khonshu shows up the same way, and like you're not sure if it's like oh, is he like crazy? Is he like, the ex-girlfriend shows up the same way. Perfectly good, dandy and fine. But you don't do the fight scenes with like invisible dogs. You can still do fight scenes with invisible dogs, but he doesn't like turn into a costume. But like he like takes out the costume. He takes out the mask from his like pocket and he's like, fuck. What the fuck is this, Mark? And then he's like, that's our costume. It's imbued with supernatural powers. It's gonna help you like fight it. And then like Steven puts it on and he's like no better at fighting the dogs anyway. The entire like hospital scene would remain the same up until the big hippo shows up and it turns out that it's not real. In fact, right after the main villain shows up with invisible dogs, You don't do the whole council of like the gods, like we talk to not interfere or tralala tralala, whatever. You don't go to Cairo, Egypt. You still remain in UK for whatever reason. I don't know why you're in UK, but you remain in UK. And like, as you're slowly uncovering the cult. Actually, okay, here's a good plot point, I think. Good plot point and me is like, is it debatable? But I think, okay, so the guy shows up in like the hotel cult there was in Glasgow. The way to resurrect the god he's following is actually in a sarcophagus being transported to the museum where Steven is working. Fuck. They don't go to fucking Cairo, Egypt to solve this mystery. Not a fucking Scooby-Doo company. God knows. Fuck. And like majority of the battles are against like just humans. Every now and then the girlfriend shows up and she's like Mark, stop fucking ignoring me. Like he's like, I'm not Mark, I'm Steven now. And she's like, whatever. From her perspective, Mark is just a mentally ill guy fighting other mentally ill people who are all under like the cult. Then one day he wakes up in insane asylum. Like let's say episode like 5 or something. He wakes up in insane asylum. And then the cult leader is still the director of the insane asylum, and he's like, Mark, you've been here the entire time, I've been trying to cure you. By the end of it, it turns out that Mark just got knocked out. And the cult leader kidnapped him and put him in the insane asylum that he controls. Because the girlfriend shows up and she's like, Mark, I've been looking everywhere for you. Why are you in like insane? Why are you in like a restraining jacket? And he's like, fucking, I told you I wasn't crazy. And she's like, no, you're still crazy, but like they're about to attack. They're about to attack museums, so you gotta like help me out. And then, by the end of it, in the museum, the cult leader tries to summon his god, and we see like cool visual effect of like the god being summoned, and then Mark like summons the power of Khonshu, right? And for a second, it all happens in front of the girlfriend. It happens in front of the girlfriend, but when you check up on her, she passes out. and she cannot confirm whether or not the grand final battle between the gods and like magic and all that shit happened, or if Mark was imagining it all. And then you have the ending of season 1 of Moon Knight, which was really good. That would be like the ideal Moon Knight season 1 for me. But instead we got Alexander the Great tomb in Egypt. Not no, that's not like the most like that's whatever, because like there's like a real historical precedent for there's a chance that Alexander the Great is buried somewhere in Egypt. But that's kind of not what I wanted from Moon Knight. Anyway, we also got the we also got resurrection of like a god that opposes Khonshu, and actual magic. I know, I'm not fucking very much with like Moon Knight having actual magic. Besides that comic run where well, I guess okay, so there is a comic run where Moon Knight like attacks all the Avengers and he actually absorbs a bunch of like magical shit. Like he becomes like a Sorcerer Supreme, he gets the Thor's hammer, he gets like a bunch of shit. But that's like a one-off thing. Number one, Moon Knight mostly is a street tier hero. He's not like a... He's not exactly out here fighting Thanos on daily. He fights the guy named... What was the name of the guy whose face he ripped off? Kill something? I'm thinking about Kilroy, but Kilroy is the wrong guy. Jungle Jim is not the guy as well. Jungle Jim is from the... there is like this zombie apocalypse comic book that like features a guy called Jungle Jim, who's like honestly way more like a Moon Knight than the season 1 of Moon Knight. Like you could have like a whole TV show only about Jungle Jim. Anyway, that's not exactly what I was talking about. Fuck. Okay, I fucked up. Like, I want street tier Moon Knight By the way, I remember people getting like kind of upset over the so like in Moon Knight, Mark's girlfriend is Egyptian, if I remember correctly, and like she gets like superpowers because she contracts with a god the same way that Mark contracted with Khonshu, but except Mark's contract with Khonshu got him like a super suit and regeneration. Hers got her light and I think super strength. Anyway, and by the end of it, there is like a little girl asking like, "Are you a superhero?" Like, no, sorry, "Are you a superhero?" And she goes like, "Yeah, kind of." And then the girl goes like, "You're Egyptian like me?" And she's like, "Yes." And some people got mad at it. I don't know why, but that's weird.
Yes.
I think it's kind of like wasn't like the reason was the same as like because I don't remember what the fuck was the reason was. Hold on a second. Why were people mad at "Are you Egyptian like me"? Hold on a second. Why were people mad at "Are you Egyptian like me" from Moon Knight? Significant controversy: Egyptians attract Salka by Hassan. Why is Moon Knight Jewish instead of what? 1 second. This is on r/Moon Knight. Why is Moon Knight Jewish instead of Egyptian? Can't someone tell me why an Egyptian god chose him? Why wouldn't it make more sense for him to be Jewish? No, I'm not trying to be political or agitate people. I'm simply curious, mostly unfamiliar with the character. I don't even know if he has powers. Yeah, like the reason he's Jewish outside of universe, well, why the choice was made is because the guy who made Moon Knight was coming up with a name, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna borrow it from like a janitor or something whose name was Mark Spector," and then he was like, "Hey, janitor, what religion are you?" And janitor was like, "I'm Jewish," and he's like, "Oh shit." And then he wrote more Jewish aesthetics into the character. In universe, the reason Khonshu choose why was the Egyptian director entrusted? Oh, okay. It wasn't people mad. It was like Moon Knight and future of Egyptian representation in Western media. That's why I think. Like people were kind of excited. I think the people who got mad that I remember, it was the white supremacists who were like, "No Egyptian representation." But I also remember, so like, alternatively, in terms of Egyptian representation, there was Gal Gadot, because she's, if you don't know, she's not Egyptian, but she was cast as Egyptian in a lot of stuff. Arena Grace, huh? Arena Grace 3, huh? Hey, everything's going well. Just talking about Egyptian representation in movies and TV shows. What's your opinion on it, Arena? Arena. But yeah, so I think so. What happened, if I remember correctly? Moon Knight had like an actual Egyptian person playing Egyptian, and people were like, "Holy shit, finally!" And then white supremacists were like, "How dare you have brown people as superheroes?" But alternatively, you had Gal Gadot being playing like bunch of Jewish people, and she's Israeli number one. number one, she's Israeli. Number two, she's also a Zionist. Not me making like a conspiracy theory of like I will always say this, like not me making a conspiracy theory like she's a Zionist as in like she's like in like a cabal or something, but like as in like she's quite literally supports Israel occupation of Palestine, and future military aggression from Israel. So her playing an Egyptian character was like seen as like a bad move, but now is it's been exactly a year. But also you're a fucking bot because you have not talked at all to the topic. Instead you're going to how long have you been streaming on Twitch. So fucking bot. Oh yeah, it's been exactly a year. It's actually no. It's been like it's gonna be a year within like a couple of days because I started to stream on Twitch properly last, like literally right at New Year's. I started to do like a Twitch streams, and now it's been a whole year. Come on. Come back here, come on. You bastard. Oh! Fuck, I died to this bitch? Crazy. What? Oh, I absolutely can't hear text-to-speech from the because of the noise of the game. This game is way louder. Come on. I'm so tired. Please just die. Just die. Would you kindly curl up in a big ball and die? Pirate, all falling the king. I've been up and down and over and out, but I know one thing. Each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life, that's life, and I can't deny it. Sometimes I sort of give it up, but my heart won't buy it. And if I don't make it come mid-year July, I'm gonna curl up in a big ball and die. My, in a fall and a copper of ice. Yep, that's a bot. All at affordable prices. Merry Christmas. I'm also offering special holiday discount. Interested in getting something made. Fuck you, you goddamn fucking bot. I'll shove you back up your mom's. Hold on. I don't know if I should say this. Like, you know, I was gonna say like I'll shove you back up inside of your mom. I'll unburst you. But I think it's like a little bit too much. But I'll say it's a bot. They didn't have a mom. Bots don't have mothers. They only have their programmer dads. What if the programmer of the bot is a woman? Well, then they have still a programmer dad. As soon as you become a programmer, you surrender the women privileges. But if you're a man becoming a programmer, you actually surrender being a man privileges. You switch genders. That's what happens. As soon as you learn computer science, you gender switch. God rolls the dice. Fuck, I want to drink.
Yes,
Motherfucker, if you show up in my Discord, I will ban you personally. Also, no, not cool. I didn't fucking even ask for it. You fucking piece of shit bot. Holy fuck. These bots really, like, not even like a live person behind them. They don't even know what's being said in the chat. Unbelievable. Not an ounce of effort behind this bot. Just pre-scripted messages every like Like, I actually don't mind if like a real person advertises himself to me. I would still not be like buying it because I don't particularly need anything. But I would be like, you know what, nice, thank you. But like bot advertising themselves to me is a little bit insulting to me. Like can't even afford like a real person to talk to me, a real boy. Fuck. Up and down, but I don't want to. I'm gonna throw myself up in the bowl and cry. Up on and again, I've been up and down and over and out. But I know one thing, each time I find myself laying flat on my face, I pick myself up and get back in the race. That's life. That's life. Oh wow. Cool. It's good that I literally made adjustments to this today. Yeah, that's the one where mouse works. Oh, actually, check this out. Hold up. Where is the? There is one where I made with mustache. There, the stash. Is it this one? Yeah, look at this. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Yeah, the mouse moves. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to run. Up on Santa's sleigh. Hey, jingle bell, this is funky. I like it. Yep. Oh, Hey God. Buckle up. I'm losing myself. Come on. Fucking just die already. Yeah, regen. Regen as much as possible. God damn it. Fuck. God damn it. Hold on a second. Fuck. How do they decide which one is left, right, and center? I feel like they're always kind of synchron in terms of like this, so like you first got the right one, then the left one, then center. But I cannot confirm because I never was like paying much attention to what order they all go down in. Yeah, like left and center, right? But I'm also thinking it's more in terms of like health bars, right? So like, how much do they all have unique health bar? And if so, like, how would what would I need to do to strike only one health bar at a time, right? It's kind of like the question. Like, if I only wanted to target specifically one, like, if I want to make, like, if it was separate health bars for each one, that would mean I can essentially strike one of them continuously, then move on to the next one and the next one, you know? So essentially the battle would be like 3 times as long as usual. Because I would only be doing like one at a time. But if they all have unique health bars, right? Then how do they decide? Like are they labeled as 1, 2, and 3 in the system, or are they just randomly selected? No, just like every time you hit at least one of them, a random health bar goes down. I think it obviously it would be easier to just label it as like 1, 2, and 3. I'm just thinking more in a sense of like, I don't know, like, battle-wise.
Yes.
If I could like draw out the system. Because alternatively I'm thinking right now about, I had this concept in my mind for a while, and that's essentially like a fantasy concept for like Gato. Like in terms of like if you're in a fantasy fiction, right? You can have like a swordman who cuts through stuff, cuts through steel with a sword easily, right? And those, essentially, in my mind, when I think about it, can be like different systems. Okay, it's hard to explain this, but like, essentially, there could be like different systems for cutting with a sword through steel with a sword, right? For example, if you're in a fantasy, you can just make your character like super strong, right? Where essentially it doesn't matter what he holds in his hand. He can cut through steel because he's just breaking through the steel. Just the sheer impact of whatever he's like swings against the steel pulverizes both the object he swings and the steel itself. Then you can have like a really quick character where essentially it's like putting the objects that get cut through like a water jet, you know, just it's thousands of cuts per second. The sheer swiftness of the cut. Then of course there's like cutting through steel with like a magical ability. For example, like a swordman can have like a special or a magic thing that permeate the weapon, thus allowing it to cut through any object with any other object, even if it's like a stick through like a stone. And then there's of course like a magical alloy, so like you have a magical alloy that's like super sharp, and the knife is like super sharp, so it can cut through steel easily because it's just simply a more durable metal. I assume like I'm explaining it pretty easily. Nope. My arm was itching, so it's kind of busy. I'm just thinking about this in terms of like fantasy, and how you can like express different characters by the ways they cut through an object differently. For example, again, if you have like a magic swordman in the group, he cuts through steel with magic aura around his blade. The blade itself is not very strong, but the magical power around it empowers it, right? Then you can have a fast character who's like it's simply that attack is so fast it leaves a mark purely through like the force of it all. Then you can have like a strong character who's like maybe he's like he's like swinging no technique, nothing, but like the sheer impact itself shatters both the blade and the object. And then I have another concept that I don't know how to classify, but the idea of somebody who takes like a sharp blade, right? And he puts it right next to the object that he's about to cut, just presses against it, and then carves through it like butter. And there is no like specific, I don't know where to classify it. There's gonna be like a, I guess it could be like classified under like a technique where the knowledge of the swordsman is just so good that he learned to cut while like literally just pressing an object into another. I kinda do like this. But also that could be, I guess, classified under the alloy thing, where it's like oh, this cuts through steel when it's like just pressed into it. I want to kind of do an animation to explain the difference. If I was doing an animation, it would be like the season 3 of One Punch Man. Just a moon fucking PNG. That probably will be my animation though right now. I again cannot believe how dogshit the animation of season 3 of One Punch Man is. I remember a tweet where they were like, no, it's right very hard, you just don't understand animation. It's like, dude, look at this. Like the only time they had like there was like essentially forgivings for what they did was the fact that they were animating stuff, and essentially in between shots a fence changes the type of fence it is. It goes from like a rail to like a essentially wooden fence, and people were like, what the fuck are you doing? You can't even like upkeep, like you switch the shots, you don't even remember what you switched with. And then they were like, no, that one was like in the manga. Like that one was the original. Fucker. God damn it. Fuck. Are you kidding me? Unfucking believable. Okay, please, right now. Yes, thank you. Son of a bitch. Fuck. Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Unfucking. I'm gonna bully somebody. I don't know. I'm gonna bully the bot that was talking to me. I mean, you can see how like I was already suspicious. It was the first Arena, and then the second, and then the last name Grace underscore between them 3 because somebody, because they have like 3 Arena Grace. Also, I'm not sure if it's Ariana or if it's Arena, but it doesn't matter. Because it's Arina, Arena, right? If it's Ariana, that's like stupid way to spell Ariana. There's no way in there. But like Arena_Grace_3. That's not a real name. And that's not a real username somebody would make. I mean. That's an email your grandpa would make for you if he knew how to make emails. That's how my mom made an email for me, just my first and last name, right? And the year you were born in, so it would be like 3 if they were born in 2003, 5 and they were born in 2005, you know, all that shit. Makes sense? Three AD. They were born 3 years after Jesus Christ. Actually, I do wonder, what did they measure? Because I mean, I think I can Google that one. I'm pretty sure we do have the answer. That one is not actually that difficult to figure out. For example, in China they would measure it by like, this is like the 4th year of like Tang Dynasty or something. Hold on a second. What did they measure time in before Jesus? Like, what would they use as like a starting point? Would it be like a Roman emperor, I guess? Before Advent, various civilizations measured time using natural phenomenon, celestial observation. Yeah, I didn't not about moon cycle. I'm thinking about like years. I don't need not sundials. What the fuck are you talking about? No, that's not it. What did they measure years in? I don't know. I don't know how to word the question properly. Like, did they... What was the starting off point before Jesus Christ? Fuck. I need AI. I need... Domini dating system was devised in 525 by Dionysius Exiguus to enumerate years in his Easter table. Okay. Diocletian Anno Martyrum. Okay, 217. That's not exactly what I was looking for. What did we use before? Plastic garbage bags, literally anything, but like that's not the question. What did we use before BC and AD? Aburte No, it ab urbe condita, meaning from the founding of the city, which counted years from traditional founding of Rome in 753. So literally, Romans would be counting it as like. To be fair, that's not bad. That's also it's not too far away. That's literally like 700 years. That's crazy. That means we could literally count shit with like 2,700 right now, and like that's not big difference. Another common Roman method was consular dating, where years were identified by name of two consuls who had office that year. A practice that was especially prevalent during Roman Republic and continued into the empires to the consuls. Cultures employed different systems. Greek used Olympic Games as a reference point, counting years from first Olympiad. The Jewish calendar is based on traditional date of creation, calculated as approximately 7,700 years ago. Chinese calendar dates back to around 2,700 BC, and Hindu calendar is traditional linked to the year 3,100 BC. The Muslim calendar counts it from like Prophet Muhammad, right? Begins with Hijrah, the migration of Prophet Muhammad to Mecca at 722. Yeah, that's why their calendar right now is 1,400. Well, 1,320. 78, I guess. Additionally, some early Christian scholars used Anno Mundi system, which counted years from creation of the world, which different starting points use various regions. Well, if it's from starting of the world, that would be the same as the Jewish calendar. Oh, r/history and Reddit. That's fucking. That is great. Was counted AB Ubre? Yeah. Muslim calendar. No, hold up. Why would you... What year did people say before BC and AD? But like, Muslim calendar is after AB and... anyway, this way. Oh, so like the entirety of the AI answer was just this Reddit comment. Great. Thank you. Thank you, AI. You just scan Reddit for me? Ooh. Honestly, it's not like I would have went past Reddit anyway. Like, I'm not particularly interested in going beyond Reddit. But it is interesting that like the answer from AI was literally just from Reddit comment. Don't you love it when AI scans your answers on Reddit and gives it to some goober for me, like me? That's how you get the add glue to the pasta sauce to make it thicker. No, what was it? To make like the cheese pool better, you add the glue. I'm like really thirsty right now, and I thought to myself about like a video that okay, like I watched a video where a guy was playing around with liquid nitrogen. It was Nile Red, obviously. But as I was watching that, I was thinking, you know what? Liquid nitrogen gotta be like so crisp. Like if I could drink liquid nitrogen, I would be like probably so refreshed. It's also probably like sparkling because it's like as soon as it enters your throat, it starts to bubble. So you'd be like, sparkling liquid nitrogen, delicious. I'm not very much for hot drinks. But I can drink cold until I literally get like a frostburn. Frostbite, this is what it's called. Sorry, frostburn. Wrong word. Fuck. I'm gonna be fine. It's not gonna be fine. No, I do need to heal up a little bit. Bad idea to jump around or me, because my ass gonna get you. Oop. You can't escape me, you can't escape me. No.
Yes,
Yeah, last guy, come on. Gonna whoop your ass. Got on my level. Bene. Tutto bene. Mamma mia. By the way, so my friend is trying to get me to play Where the Winds Meet. And honestly, I'm not like super against the idea, except the fact that it's an MMORPG and I'm not a big fan of MMORPGs. But one thing about her trying to get me to play it is that she said that recently they announced that like they allow you to play it on the phone, and that's a step too far, buddy. That is actually kind of crazy to me, that you can play that shit on the phone now. Between the fact that like the phones are now powerful enough, because that's like, that's not like a bad looking game. And number two is the fact that I don't know, I'm not a big fan of the idea of playing the game on the phone. Like that sounded from her, that sounded like she was like encouraging me, like oh come on, you can play it on the phone now, it's like even easier. But it's like, that's not exactly the good part. Like playing that shit on the phone sounds horrible. I actually would probably enjoy it less playing it on the phone. Oh, sorry about that. I would enjoy it less playing on the phone than playing it in like on PC. Are you kidding me? I mean, if I was younger, if this game came out like 2016, I would be like, holy shit, I can play it on the phone now? Let's go. Because I would be playing it in school. You know, at school I would be grabbing this game and I would be like, fucking, I'm gonna play through it. But now I'm a grown ass adult. Why would I play it? Why would I play it at school? But no. Why would I play it on my phone? Fuck. Yeah, it's always right, then left, then middle. Oh, right, it's gonna be... yeah. Come on. And that's how we do it. Now there is a YouTube channel that only does videos about... I feel like maybe he does something more, but like so far the only video I've seen on him is about propaganda that we do for police by different like shows. Like which is, by the way, almost every single show. Like almost every single show in one way or another propagandizes police, I guess. Which honestly, in certain cases, not even like that bad.
Yes.
Like it's hard to like objectively criticize it, because there is a difference between. Because for example, he condemned is like a strong word, because like he just analyzes how like the show propagandizes about cops, but it's not like a condemnation because it's the show he's talking about is Paw Patrol, which if you don't know is a show about, it's like a kid show about police dogs. Not like canine units, but like the dogs that are police. And it's kind of like obvious that like a show like that would be propagandizing police because yeah, it's for kids. Like it's like it's trying to teach kids like lessons about life and like following the rules and police, which I wouldn't say is a bad lesson for kids, because you can't like exactly teach kids about the fact that no, the police officer will not help you out if you're like lost in the mall. He will shoot you or send you to like a orphanage, and then your mom will be in jail for child endangerment because you wandered off in the mall. You can't like explain this to a 5-year-old. So no, you go, no, of course, you have police officer, you just come up to him and be like, hey police, I'm lost. And if you're white, he's not gonna shoot you. You're not gonna have like a police brutality lesson. I can't imagine that Paw Patrol has like a episode where I don't know what the fuck the characters' names are in their voice Paw Patrol, but like I can't imagine that they have like a episode where like one of the police dogs goes to police jail. He has to like surrender his badge and uniform because he's like beat the fuck out of a criminal until he like stopped breathing. Like that was rough of you. You're not being a very good boy, you know. And I think that was like an episode in Paw Patrol. It's probably, if I had to guess, them being like a proper, like ideal police, and doing everything that's like quote unquote correct, without making any mistake. And that in turn teaches children that you can trust police, which is honestly a wrong lesson. Don't trust the police. I also got like a message on my, so like I switched phone numbers last month, and I'm in the process of canceling one of the old phone number. It's gonna get cancelled in like certain days. And so while I'm in the process of canceling the phone number, they send me a message from Vodafone that they actually given me a new security pin or something, and it's gonna come in the mail. And number one, if it's gonna come in the mail, I can't pick it up. Because they're like, look out, we're gonna bring you your security email to your address. And it's like, dude, I'm not even sure what address you're gonna bring it to. But if you're gonna do, it's not gonna have a PO box with my name on it. That's what I'm gonna tell you. But it's also, I was like, dude, too late to give me this new pin, because you're gonna cancel the phone like in 13 days. Like, why would I need it? My friend assumed that I sent the photo about it to my friend, and they're like, I think it's a scam. And I'm like, if it is, doesn't matter. But if it isn't, then it's probably because they just don't know that I'm canceling my phone number. At least not on that side. Like, because it, like, the company is Vodafone. They have like many. They have obviously many branches and divisions or whatever. And one branch is responsible for keeping phone numbers and making sure that all of them have like new security pins and whatever updated this year. And then another one is responsible for canceling my phone number. And those two are not communicating. And so because of it, one of them is like, oh, he's gonna need his new security pin soon. And then the other one is like, his phone number is gone in 13 days. I also got honestly I do get like a scam like emails, scam like messages recently, because I also got a message from Google where on one of my emails they sent me like hey, one of the websites you logged into with this email got breached, so you might want to change up your email, your password. And I'm like, is that even a real email from Google? Like, how does, number one, I guess, how does Google know that the website I logged into got breached? Like, where do they get that information from? That's number one. Like, did Google breach the website I logged into? But number two, the notification of like, you should probably change up your, password. Makes sense, but also is kind of useless because I don't even know my password. Fuck. I rely on autofill and forgot my password more than I care to admit. I'm not sure what that email's password is exactly because that's one of my oldest emails. So I've changed passwords so many times. One time a guy tried to extort money from me when I was like in middle school or something, I don't remember. And he sent me an email. Hey, so and so, is this your password? And I'm like, wow, holy shit, that is my password. Probably. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's my password. And then they're like, well, I hacked your fucking computer, so I can access your webcam, and I have videos of you beating your meat. And I'm like, ooh, that sounds dangerous. So if you don't want the video to get out, you're gonna transfer me $500. I'm like, dude, I don't have money. Like, where the fuck do you think I'm gonna get it? If you hacked me, you would have known I have no fucking money in my pocket. How the fuck would I? Anyway, then I like checked if that was actually my password, and no, that was like my old password. It just was one of the. It was just one of the many passwords that I used. So even I wasn't sure if it was the right password. Anyway, I just changed my password again since then. And I changed it a couple of times since then as well. I honestly have no idea what the password is by now. Son of a bitch. Oh fuck, I forgot he has this face as well. Why don't you remember beating him in this face? Okay, now hold on. Fuck. First fuck up. Second fuck up. Third fuck up. Son of a bitch. Keep fucking up. Son of a bitch. No, come on. Oh, son of a bitch. What time is it? 2 hours 16. Son of a bitch. Let's take a break and watch funny videos. Hold up. Going in the website is always great.
A fraternity at Arizona State University is under investigation tonight after this disturbing cell phone footage went viral showing pledges being forced to volunteer at a local soup kitchen. In the video, members of Sigma Alpha Epsilon can be seen hazing several freshmen, forcing them to put on aprons and serve hot meals for hours to those in need.
Dude, it's not funny. Stop.
It's all allegedly part of a larger pattern of initiation rituals SAE refers to as acts of service, which can range from waking up at the break of dawn for community projects to getting down on all fours to help clean the homes of senior citizens. Once a beloved campus institution known for underage drinking, SAE has now been suspended indefinitely as university officials say the fraternity simply went too far. But the parents of Bryce Allard, one of the students seen being degraded in the video, say it's not
This university has zero tolerance policy for this type of sickening behavior. This is not what it means to be Sun Devil. Sun Devil?
not enough and are now demanding answers.
What they made our son do was disgusting.
No parent should have to see their child helping others like that.
He could have ended up volunteering at the hospital.
Sigma Alpha Epsilon's national chapter has already announced they've severed ties with the local affiliate, saying they were, quote, deeply disturbed by these charitable allegations, and that they remained, quote, committed to their core values of getting students fucked up and keeping them that way. Coming up next, rare footage of an indigenous tribe isolated deep in the jungles of South America. Hear why anthropologists believe they may have discovered the last culture to be completely unmolested by Jeffrey Epstein. You've
Highly unlikely. Like, Jeffrey probably got. You also might as well think that P Diddy didn't get there. What I'm thinking about is that honestly, that does sound more pleasant as like fraternity, right? The idea is that like a frat would be enticing their members to like help out others. That sounds fucking awesome. The idea of like a frat whose like initiation ritual is like help out others is fucking awesome. Damn, I wish. You didn't summon anybody. You just screamed. Yesterday when I was like cooking myself dinner, I could very clearly hear one of my neighbors. I know breathing heavily. I don't know if they were snoring or anything, but it sounded like they were literally like inside of the room with me as I was cooking. I was like, holy fuck. That is like that's disturbing. It sounded like one of those like horror films where like protagonist, young, sexy protagonist, is cooking a meal by herself, and then they hear like a creepy breathing, and then they're like, "Hello, anybody there? Mom, Kevin," and then and then like they look and there's like a ghost or something. What the hell is a sunder? Sounds like a slur for like white people. Ah, this man, he's a sun devil. He can't go out in the sun. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. Oh, I'm gonna Google. Sounds like a slur. Sun devil. Arizona State Sun. That's just Arizona State actual football team. Yeah, crazy. I thought that sure would be like a slur. Like, no, it's somehow like it's actually. Well, I guess Arizona is called the Sunny State, right? Am I wrong? Actually, speaking about sun, recently saw a porn video and the fucking actors were so sunburned. I was like, what the fuck happened to you? Like, the guy's back was fully like scorched. The woman was like fucking red as shit. I was like, what the fuck happened there? Like, I was like way more like concerned about the sunburn than I was like into the video. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you so sunburned? Dog, you forgot the fucking sunscreen, you put some lube instead. What the hell are you doing? No, like legitimately, like the porn video was like, with both actors being like sunburned was the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, why are you so sunburned? I didn't burn very easily, so like honestly I'm very, I don't even know what the fuck you gotta do to get sunburned like that. I'm also like very, I'm weirded out how like some people don't tan. It's very weird. Like I googled enough to know the reason why some people don't tan, but like it still weirds me out as like on the concept that like why does it work that way for you? Like so like for people who don't tan, apparently so you have like two pigments in your skin. One is red and another is brown. And essentially, people who don't tan, they don't produce brown pigment as much, but they produce a lot of red pigment. And red pigment is non-permanent. It's just there for like immediate action. That's why you like red when you sunburn. Fuck. Fuck. God, I'm even worse today. I'm even worse right now than I was like when I started. It was terrible. I think overall, this thing works very nicely. Like it looks cool. It's nice red. It's ho color. Looks a little bit puffy. Which is like not skin tight, you know. I could work more on the color, but honestly, I'm satisfied enough with the color as it is. It's like it's fine. I like to leave the you know a little bit of a like color like that. Come on. Get down on it. Get down on it. You know you wanna get down on it. Come on, you wanna get down on it. Son of a bitch. Also, it's behind me, by the way. I don't know if it's like visible super clearly, but it's supposed to be like a hoodie. I gave my character a hoodie and then I was like, wait. Then if I have a hoodie, where would I put the hat? How would I have a hat on as well? And yeah, I could have made a hoodie into a hat, but at the same time, no, I wanted like a hoodie and a hat. So I was like, I'm gonna roll back the hoodie. I attached it to the neck so it's moving around. Get down on it. You know you wanna get down on it. Come on, get down on it. Son bitch. Ah, it's gonna be... No, it's gonna be fun. You know, sometimes you think like, how can people be so stupid to fall for Zeonium? But I was stupid enough as a kid to fall for one of Zeonian videos where they were like, did you know professional what's called like ball throwers? No, hammer throwers, right? Like the where you like grab, like it's like a ball and you like spin around and then you throw it out, right? For professional hammer throwers, have to shave their balls before the competition to like reduce drag, and I'm like, what the fuck? I guess I was like that. I guess, I don't know, rust or something, so they shaved it from rust. And then I didn't watch the rest of the video where he had like a full hair on top of the ball as well, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't watch it, but then I watched it like later because I was like, what the fuck was that like video? And I googled like the guys shaving, the professional hammerhead throwers shaving their balls before throwing them. And I'm like, oh shit, this is on him. And I watched the full video and the guy had like a wig on top of the ball where he was throwing. I'm like, that's not a professional Olympian athlete.
Yes,
Now, speaking about the Olympics, I mean, in the previous Olympics, people were kind of like talking about the sharpshooting competition, where essentially you had the Turkish dad who's like completely, I mean, like he's not dressed like any other sharpshooting competition Olympian, and he's just like out there, like one hand in the pocket, you know, shooting. And he got either the third or the second place. And then the person who got the first place is like a Korean mom who was like having like a full like laser scope and whatever on her head. She had like a 10,000 different 10,000 different glasses. And that means that the separation between the first place and that guy is the glasses. If he had those glasses on, maybe he would have gotten the first place. Now the memes were kind of funny, but it was less funny because he didn't get the first place. If he had the first place while shooting like that, it would be like way funnier. It would be like over prepared versus real pro. But also then like somebody like found the guy's Twitter and he's like Turkish pro like genocider. Pro Houthi genocider, if I remember correctly. So he could be just Hassan's like uncle, to be fair. As far as I know, he's probably just Hassan's uncle. Oh, to be fair, on account of how popular the name Hassan is, he might be like an uncle of somebody named Hassan. That one is actually not out of the question. He also could be an uncle in like that sense where it's like he's not related, but like he's like a friend of a family. Because in Ukrainian actually, a word for uncle and a word for just an older man you know is the same one. Like if you meet, well, like you don't even need to like know them specifically, but you can like refer to them. But if you like trying to be like casual essentially, but they have to be like also older than you. Yeah, you can't call somebody younger than you an uncle and be like, okay. But like you can be like, yeah, uncle, what the fuck are you doing here? And like you're lost, and he's like, yeah, and he's like, yeah. And then you give them directions. That's how it goes. Like a lot of my friends who are not white explain to me how they have like an uncle that's like not a member of the family, like not biological member of the family, but they know them for a long time, so they're like their uncle. And it's like, you don't need to explain that to me. Like like I know, like that's not unusual in my country. Like you need to stop explaining this to me every single time we talk about your fucking family. I get it. I had a guy whose name could be like translated to English as Bone, and I would call him Uncle Bone. Trust me, I know. And he was not my biological uncle either. He was just a guy that my like mom knew. Like he also was the one that my mom used to like dissuade me from biting my fingers, but like it didn't help. Like essentially, like some people like to bite their fingers, me included. I don't know why, but like if I want to munch on something and I have like food around me, I will be biting on the fingers. I don't know why, what this habit behind. But my mom saw that I was biting my nails. So she showed me the Uncle Bone's fingernails that were like fucked up. And she was like, you wanna be like Uncle Bone? I'm like, no. And she's like, stop biting your fingernails. I'm like, I'm not biting my fingernails. So it's like, it was absurdly, you know. it did not help, essentially. Because I'm not biting my fingernails, I'm biting my fingers. That's the big difference. And now I have like calluses on my fingertips that are purely made from me biting them. There was also like an alcoholic who I would call like Uncle Valera, if I remember correctly. He was not biologically related to me, he was just an alcoholic in my neighborhood. He was just a random alcoholic, he smelled terrible. But I knew him for a while, so I would be calling him an uncle. The fuck? Oh, I'm getting a message, that's why. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I got distracted because my phone started to blink and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I was getting a message on my phone. I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yes, Fender.
Look. I wonder if I can beat all three of them. Can you take them? Can you take all three of them at once? Yeah, sure. In a fight. Oh no. But no, I wonder, like all three of them in a fight? If we're because humans are all having... They're all doing... I feel like it could. As long as I'm not doing like the... like restriction challenge, you know? Where like, oh no, I'm gonna not use anything. It's gonna do like one hit, one kill. Like no hit run, one leg behind my ear, 3 arms behind my asshole, like, you know, all that stuff. As long as I'm not doing that kind of challenge, I think I could. Come on. Hey. You bastard. How dare you? What the fuck happened to Greta Thunberg? Wasn't she kidnapped by Israeli forces? Am I crazy, or did she get like kidnapped? She was like kidnapped for a while. Is she like alive? I don't know. The question is Greta Thunberg alive? And if so, what the fuck she's doing right now? What she's wearing? Oh, that will be terrible if I find out that she's dead. Hold up. Where? Fuck. Misspelled it twice. Where is Greta Thunberg? I don't know how to spell her name. Thunberg. I'm gonna spell it as close as I can. Climate protection activist, born 2003. Damn. Okay. When people were making fun of her, she was way older than I thought she was. Because I thought she was like 14 at the time. Because I was around 18 when people were making fun of her. So I was like, oh. In Greece, October-December 2005, Thunberg has been in Greece since her deportation from Israel on October 6. Okay. After participating in humanitarian flotilla attempting to deliver aid to Gaza, she has since been speaking with supporters and has expressed her views on ongoing conflict and treatment of activities during the reception. UK flag shipped in June of 2005. Okay, so she was just in Greece. Okay. Well, at least she's alive. Because I remember she was like captured by Israelis, and I was like, what the fuck happened there? I had no idea. And no, not even slight guess. As far as I was concerned, she was still held prisoner in Israeli camp or something. I actually remember I was like on Tinder and I saw a profile that was like pro-Israeli profile. I'm like, that's fucking horrible. Because the profile was honestly despicable in many ways. From the fact that they wrote down no dirty watermelons underneath their profile, which is a slur that Israelis use against Palestinians. Then they also use from river to the sea. Brilliant, I guess. And now Israel is interrupting my stream with Israel is interrupting my stream through the fucking interrupted my VTuber setup. But I was like, that is horrible. I shared it with like my friends. Was like, yo, check this out. Check the crazy I just seen on Tinder. Another one. Fucker. Honestly, I don't know. It's like I think like you can be absolutely like an Israeli nationalist and not be a horrible person. But if you write everything that that woman wrote on her profile, you are a horrible person. Finally. Whoop. It's like you can be like an okay Russian person, right? As long as you don't support Russian government, what it's doing in Ukraine, obviously. I'm not my mother, who believes in God will judge them, and not in the sense that like, in a sense that her mindset, like my mom's pretty unhinged about it, to the point where I'm like, you gotta like calm down. Some other people, some of them, but like my mom expressed like pretty stark opinion on Russians to the point where she was like, just kill all of them and like let the God judge them, which is like fucking horrible thing to even say. Son of a bitch. Fuck. I don't know why after I said mom, I have like the Stacy's mom in my head right now. Like mountains of weight. Stacy's mom has got it going on. She's all I want and I'll wait for so long. Stacy, can't you see you're just another girl for me? I know it might be wrong, but I'm in love with Stacy's mom. Fuck. Come on, come back here. Little fucker. Fuck, I should have healed up. Thank you, Hornet. That was a great help. Thank you for giving me a breather. Alright, it's a breakdown. Ooh, pump it up. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You gotta pump it up, but don't you know? Pump it up. You gotta pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. By the way, in this form, he doesn't do the what's it called? Doesn't do like a summon many balls thing where he like summons like a fountain of radiance. It's interesting. Huh. That's weird. Yum. Fuck. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. You fucking son of a bitch. Wow, fuck you. Okay, I'm gonna be wrapping up on this. Tomorrow is gonna be hentai. No, it's gonna be Evil Within 2. After tomorrow, Evil Within 2 as well. After that, Evil Within 2 again. After that, Evil Within 2 again. After that, Evil No, after Evil Within 2, it's gonna be Evil Within 2, and then it's gonna be Hollow Knight Silksong, it's gonna be Hollow Knight Silksong again, and then it's gonna be Hades, and then it's Hades again, and then we're coming back here. We're probably gonna beat Hollow Knight Silksong before we're gonna beat this. On this one, thank you very much for watching, have a good day, bye.